Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how you can automatically set a video duration while recording a video in native Android application with CameraX. So let's get started. So first before I show you guys the output, so here you can see I have set it duration of 5 seconds, right? So I'll just click on this running devices over here and I'll just give it the camera permission first, and I'll also give I'll also give the record audio permission. Now here you can so I need to increase the light in my room. Just give me a second. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see it now. Now what I'll do, I'll just click on the start button. So it has started the recording for us, so I will not click on the stop button. So after 5 seconds it will automatically stop the recording. So here you can see, and if I go to my videos app, here you can see the video recording should be exactly, so the video recording is exactly of 5 seconds. So let's see how to achieve this. So first I have created a native Android application. Now I am using XML layout, but if you want you can use Jetpack Compose as well. It's completely up to you. The reason I am using XML layout because the CameraX library with Jetpack Compose is still a bit unstable, so that's why at least at the time of me recording this video. Then you need to go to first open your Android project, go to build.gradle.kts. Here you need to add camera 2, camera lifecycle, camera view and camera video, and then just click on the sync now button. It will download the dependencies for you. Then you need to go to android manifest.xml, and here you need to add this uses feature of Android hardware camera, then camera permission, record audio, as well as write external storage permission. Then here you need to go to activity_main, and here you just need to add a preview view, give it some width and height of 0, and we need to constrain it to all sides of the screen. Then here we have a button where we give width and height as wrap content, margin bottom, give it some ID, and we constrain it to the bottom of the screen. Then we just need to go to main activity over here, and here you can see these are all the imports. So feel free to pause the video, copy the import. Then here is our video capture, here is our recording, here is our camera executor service, here is our viewfinder, and here is our button. And here you can see that this is called once you grant the permission. So once you have granted the permission, we just call start camera. Then inside on create we initialize our viewfinder as well as button, and if all permissions are granted we call start camera, else we call request permission. And then on button click we just call capture video over here, and inside capture video we get hold of our video capture. Button dot is enabled as false. We get hold of our recording. If it is not equal to null, we stop it and make it as null. Then here we use simple date format for naming. Then we use content values dot apply by passing the display name, MIME type, and if Android version greater than P, we also set the relative path over here. Okay, then here we have this media store output options, and this is the most important thing, set duration limit in milliseconds. So here you need to pass whatever duration you want. Then we start the recording, and here we just check whether audio permission was granted or not. Then once we have started the recording, we just change the text of our button, and once we have finished the recording, now there are two ways the user can click the stop button even before 5 seconds, right? So in that case this particular block of code will be called, so video would be saved. I'm displaying a toast message and the URI of the video. Now in case once 5 seconds has reached, then we come over here. Unfortunately, like this, I feel like this is a very bad API. They have made this as an error, duration limit reached. This is not really an error, but unfortunately it is what it is. So once this is called, so this is called only once you set the duration milliseconds, right? This particular part. Okay, so if you are not using that, you don't have to worry about this. So I'm setting it, so I have to do this again, the same thing. Like this is kind of like a success, even though this is named as error, this is success. And for all other errors I'm just logging it to the console. Then we are stopping our recording, making it as null, and here we just change the text as well as is unable to for our button. Then inside start camera we get hold of our camera provider feature, we add a listener, we get hold of our camera provider, we initialize the preview view, then we initialize our recorder as well, we initialize video capture. Here we get hold of our default back camera, then we do use case group dot builder, add the preview use case and video capture. When we unbind our camera provider, we bind it to the life cycle, and here we call request permissions. Here we have another method called all permissions granted, and here inside on desktop we just shut down our camera executor, and here we have this required permissions. So we just get the camera and record audio permission. If Android version less than equal to P, we also get the write external storage permission. So yeah, that's all there is to it. If you have any questions, do let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Bye.